Hey everybody, Joy here. If I sound like I'm not the happiest Joy of all time, I'll tell you why. But for those of you who only come here for sewing and you only come here for quilting and you only come here for tutorials, please turn me off quick, okay? Because I've got some complaining to do today. I'm sorry, but the thing about it is when you feel bad, if you can talk to some other women about it, you always feel better. And when I talk to Jerry about it, I don't feel better. So here's the deal. This is our RV that's called a Ventana LE. It's the coach that we've sold, but we can't give it to the people who bought it because we're down here at the repair place again, trying to get a problem fixed again. This is actually, starting tomorrow, will be the fourth time to fix the exact problem, which has to do with the gray tank. There's a gray tank, a black tank, and a freshwater tank, and the sensor on the gray water tank. They supposedly have fixed 3 times. They supposedly fixed it one time, and we brought it back and said, hey, it's still broken. And they said, no, it isn't, it's fine. And then we brought it back again and said, hey, it's still broken. And they said, no, it isn't, it's fine. And so that was Thursday. And so then we told them Thursday night, quit telling us it's fixed, it's not fixed, it's still broken. We've sold this coach, we need this problem fixed, please fix it. They said, we're going home, you'll have to leave your coach here. I didn't want to leave this coach here. I want to guard it. I want to watch over it, make sure nobody touches it, looks at it, gets near it. And so does Jerry. You know, we've sold it to some really, really nice people, and we want to make sure it stays in perfect condition. So tomorrow starts a new, let's call it adventure. Oh, my husband keeps saying, you have to be positive, you have to be positive. They told us, first of all, you have to schedule a time. You can't just come here. They have to give you a date to come here. Remember, we came here for the air conditioner. We needed a new air conditioner. We were here over a week ago for the new air conditioner. We came, we said, hey, fix the air conditioner. They said, we can't. A whole bunch are coming in, but we don't know when they're getting here. And we said, well, can you call and find out when they're getting here? And 5 hours later, nobody ever called anybody and nobody knew. And so we just went home. So Jerry ended up buying an air conditioner himself, and we brought the air conditioner down here to them. That was Thursday. This is Sunday. They were supposed to do the air conditioner Thursday and fix this gray tank sensor problem. And we were supposed to come home back to our house Friday morning, and the new people that own this coach or want to own this coach were going to come tomorrow, be at our house Tuesday morning and pick the coach up. So I have been very, very, I guess stressed is the word if you just want to be honest about it. You know, I feel like I'm responsible for somebody else's property, and it's, you know, you just want everything to go well and everything to be perfect and everything to be happy, and oh my goodness, what is wrong with life sometimes? What is wrong with it? And no, I don't have a sewing machine. We were supposed to come for one day. So I didn't put, we're wearing our clothes over and over. I've had to wash out our underwear. And I actually went to Walmart today and I bought another top to wear. And Jerry was going to buy one but couldn't find anything he liked. So we're just wearing the same clothes. I think I've worn this 3 times. So we did find a new store to go to. There are several different people that we deal with here. There's the tech, which we hardly get to talk to directly. There's the receptionist. There's the service manager, who we hardly ever get to talk to. And then there's this girl that's supposedly our service manager person. And anyway, that's all I'll say about that, okay? So I'm not going to complain anymore, okay? That's it. End of complaints. So that's just to explain why I haven't made a video, why you haven't seen me sewing, why you haven't seen me making the kitties, why you haven't seen me doing anything, because we've been here for 4 days. and we don't have any idea what's going on tomorrow, because the last we heard is they've never seen the problem we have before, and the techs here don't really know what to do, and they're waiting for a phone call from headquarters or something. We don't know. So we don't know, other than we can't go home yet. So yesterday Jerry said, since we're here, why don't we go to this place the receptionist told us about. The receptionist asked us if we had ever been to this place called Scheels. It's spelled Scheels, Scheels. And it's a huge sporting store. And we thought, oh, big deal. We've been to Bass Pro, we've been to Cabela's, you know, how great could it be? She said, no, you need to go there. So it's only 10 minutes from here, maybe. Not a long drive at all. And so we went there yesterday, and it is massive, absolutely massive. I took a picture. In the middle of the store is this gigantic Ferris wheel, like at the fairgrounds. And the kids were all lined up, and they were getting on there to ride the Ferris wheel. I'll put the picture right here. So a lot of you probably live where we asked them, hey, we've never heard of this store before, and they said most of them are up north. So maybe you all have one of those kind of stores, but we don't. So we walked around there. I bought a hat. If I bought this hat at Walmart, it probably would have been $10. At Scheels, it was like on sale, $26. I got a hat. And I bought some kind of a top there. Yeah, so I got one top at Walmart and one top there. And that's it. That's all we got. And Jerry went to the second floor. They have these 2 floors, and the place is gigantic. And he went to the second floor, and for probably an hour, he talked to the men about some new computer. I never can remember the actual name of it because it doesn't mean that much to me. But some kind of a fish thing that you put on your boat next to the fish thing you already have. Only this fish thing shows you exactly where the exact fish is, and you can put your fishing pole down in the water and your lure down in the water, and you can see your lure and you can see the fish, and you can dangle the lure in front of the fish's mouth. I kid you not. That guide trip we went on to, the guide did it. The guide actually caught all those crappie, not us. I don't know if I told you all about that, but I thought it was ridiculous. We weren't allowed to reel our reel. We weren't allowed to pull the fish up when we caught it. We weren't allowed to do anything except sit there and hold the pole. And we had to sit right next to him on either side of him. And he took his hands and he guided the poles up and down, and he'd pull a line in, he'd pull a line out. We weren't allowed to do anything. And he was making sure that the lure was right in front of the fish's mouth. I told Jerry, next time we'll just give him the money and say, hey, when the fish are cleaned, call us, we'll come get them. Jerry thought it was wonderful and wants one of those machines, so whatever. So anyway, he wants that. His birthday's coming up. You know, I had a special gift I wanted to give him for his birthday, but at the rate things are going, I don't know if that's going to happen. So I started working on this. Now, the problem, this is the only thing I brought to do, because I told you I couldn't sew. I didn't bring a sewing machine. So this is all I brought to do, and this is how big it is now. I showed this to you. I think I deleted the video this was in. But this is a project I started called Scheels and Cords, I think it's called. Scheels and Cords. It's a blanket. It's like 104 degrees outside. The last thing on earth I want to do is make a blanket. So this is as far as I've gotten. When we have to sit over there in the waiting room, I work on this, or I take my computer over there. You know, you got to do something. So I haven't done hardly anything on this because it's 104 degrees outside. Who needs a blanket? So the other thing that I thought of to do, I told Jerry, I saw a sign when we were driving down the road that said Barnes & Noble. And I did not know any bookstores were open anymore. I thought all the bookstores were out of business. But we saw the sign that said Barnes & Noble. And I said, let's drive over there in that parking lot and see if it's actually still open. Well, it was actually still open. So, of course, I walked right up to the magazines, all the sewing and all the crochet magazines. And so I got these 4 magazines. I'm not trying to sell you any of them. I just told Jerry, I said, I wonder if anybody would want to see the magazines I bought at Barnes & Noble. So, I showed you in one of my videos how I have, what was it, 38, they're not layer cakes, I have a whole bunch of layer cakes too. They're called jelly rolls. I have a whole bunch of jelly rolls and a whole bunch of layer cakes. And this magazine right here says Quick and Easy Quilts, all about pre-cuts. Pre-cuts. See? So if anybody's interested in finding some fun patterns, there's a few in here I like. See, there's a fun one. I showed you one of my last videos that I wanted to make that I saw in a window at a quilt store. There's a cute one. See, for just a lap, what do you call it? A laptop quilt, a throw. Help me. A lap size, you know, that you use and you wash and you use and you wash and you use and you wash. Look at this one. I think it's fun. Right there. Yeah. To do with those jelly roll things. So I bought this one and that was fun. And so then, you know, I'm learning to crochet. And I can do a lot of stitches, and you know, if it's not too complicated, hello, crochet. So I bought this book that shows how to do samples of all the different crochet stitches. And you just stitch a little square, see? So you can start out with the little square, but then you can keep going, see? And you can just make a blanket or whatever. So I thought, hey, that's something to do while I'm sitting in the waiting room. You know, bring some practice yarn and just sit there and make a whole bunch of those, because then you wouldn't get bored doing the same stitches over and over and over and over and over. So I got that book. You won't believe how much these books cost me. Then these two books were wrapped up together, and it was 2 for the price of 1. And it's kind of how to draw your own pattern just out of nothing and make a garment like the girl has on the cover. See the little blouse and the skirt. And so I thought, well, you know, I watch Thoughtful Creativity. Did you know she's up over 1 million viewers? She got her YouTube plaque for, or is it 100,000? I think she's up over 100,000, and she got her YouTube plaque. But she deserves it. She deserves it. So see here how it shows you how to draw the garment. Some of you that don't want to buy a pattern and you think they're too expensive and you just want to practice and you just want to play, hey, get some paper and then you can make a garment like that. So I thought this would be a fun teaching tool for me to play with. And it came with this. Now I don't have a prescription, my husband's a pharmacist, you know. I don't have a subscription to any of these magazines. It's just something that I went over and we sat at the table and I had a stack this high and I looked through them all, and these are the ones I decided I was going to take home. So this came with it, and it's kind of the same thing. And you go online to their website and it shows you how to get the patterns or how to draw the patterns to make all of the garments. In this, it's called 100 Days of Sewing Style, issue number 14. So I thought, well, probably there's something in here I could make. An embroidered tee. The net tutu creates a 3D effect. Now see, that's cute for a little girl. And they use netting to make a tutu for the girl. See, stuff like that's fun. If I ever had any grandbabies that cared about stuff like that. Let's see, I'm not doing any little kid stuff. There's a garment that they'll tell you how to make. See there? The pieces. And it's not like a commercial pattern. You just draw them. You just draw them. I don't know how. Complete your fleet of fabulous frocks with our classic halter neck maxi that's a must pack for your suitcase. And there it is. And so it says, yeah, it's called a template. And so you go to their website and then you look up the template for this Nova dress, and then I guess you print it out. And so then you have a pattern. I guess. There's another very simple frock that you can get the template, which I would call a pattern for. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how much longer we're going to be here, because as of Friday afternoon, they had no solution. And they said they were waiting for a phone call. So we're praying the phone call comes early tomorrow morning and somebody tells them what to do. That means they take our coach away. They come here in the morning, they take your coach away, they take it over to the shop, and you can't have it. You can't be in it. And so we have to go and sit in their waiting room. So that's what I'm going to do. I have to go over there, and I'll think of you all, of course, and wish I could show you how to do, you know what, that I want to start for Jerry's birthday. I would love to do a video showing you how to do whatever block I start on for that. But I have to get back to my house. So I'm going to try to keep my chin up. I'm going to try to stay happy, and I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will be back as soon as I feel like I have anything in the world to talk to you about, okay? Bye for now.